Hello to all you out there on YouTube. This review is something I wouldn't normally do, as I prefer to focus more on unknown movies. But since it was a Patreon request by a friend of mine, I am forced to jump into the mainstream world. But thankfully, my friend is kind to me and knows what I like to watch, so thank you for this, Johnny. I am Torstein from CinemaTerror, and this is the manlier than man action movie, Roadhouse. Meet Dalton. He is known as being one of the best coolers in the business. A cooler is basically a superior bouncer, who might also have other work responsibilities than just to throw out unwanted elements from a bar or a nightclub. Dalton's high reputation has found his attention of bar owner Frank Tilghman, who needs help to clean up his bar, the Double Deuce. Dalton is easily convinced as he is always up for a new challenge, and he doesn't like to stay put at one place for more than a short period of time. The Double Deuce is not like all the other places that Dalton has been at before, as the enemy does not just come in the form of the drunken assholes that can't behave themselves. The entire small town that this bar is set in is ran by the rich businessman Brad Wesley, and he has his evil fingers in everything that goes on at every single establishment. Dalton will have to put up the fight of his life if he's going to succeed and also keep his life, as Wesley is someone who does not mind dancing dirty.
I used to fuck guys like you in prison.
I'm not even sure where to start with Roadhouse. It's one of the more known movies I've covered on my channel, and I have a feeling that most people who watch my stuff will already be familiar with this fun 80s cheese fest. But if you haven't, then your mind needs to travel back to the glorious decade of the 1980s. This was the era of the badass action hero, with guys like Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chuck Norris and many more spending their time beating up countless of bad guys in movie after movie. It was a good time for moviegoers who enjoy watching gunfire, explosions and big muscles. Now Patrick Swayze on the other hand might not have the same reputation as Schwarzenegger or a Van Damme, but with Roadhouse he tried to elevate himself into that list, which was a bold choice as he had just done the incredibly successful Dirty Dancing. When I think about it, I'm almost mad that we never got an Arnold Schwarzenegger romantic dance movie. Anyways, Swayze of course plays Dalton, this legendary bouncer who never loses a fight or is cool. He's also intelligent, charming and spiritual, so it makes you wonder how he ended up in a trade like this one. Although in the world of Roadhouse, being a bouncer comes with a bit more fame than what he does in real life. And the job is anything but boring, that's for sure. Now I've never been in the US, so I don't know how the bar scene is in that country, but they sure are portrayed wild in this film. If so many people got beat up, stabbed and killed in a bar like the Double Deuce, then I would have trouble understanding why people would even go there. And that's regardless if this might be the only bar in town. It's more dangerous to be in a Double Deuce than what it is to be in a war zone.
Sorry, we're closed.
Well, then what are all these people doing here?
Drinking and having a good time.
Well, that's why we're here.
You're too stupid to have a good time.
But the over-the-top nature of it just makes this world more interesting, and lets us forgive and enjoy the more hilarious parts. And there are plenty of them, as this is a film that is going all in for the entertainment factor, which it succeeds in doing. The action scenes are cool and surprisingly brutal, the dialogue is great, the characters are memorable, and it is overall just a good time. I think it works better than a lot of other 80s action films, because there seems to be a bit more effort put into this one. Dalton actually has an interesting backstory in him, and they balance out his kinder side with his more brutal one in a nice way. This character could have worked in a majority of other action films, and both the team behind the camera and Swayze himself deserves a lot of praise for this. I also find it funny how much of the movie walks around without a shirt on. They obviously knew that there was a huge female crowd out there after Dirty Dancing, and they tried to make sure that this crowd got their money's worth by checking out Roadhouse. The fandom for Swayze was actually so big at the time that female fans kept interrupting the shooting of this film by trying to get a few seconds with him.
Tails again.
Supporting cast is also pretty good. Sam Elliott is legendary as Dalton's friend and mentor Wade Garrett. He oozes coolness, but are also able to bring some humanity to him with the little screen time he gets. Kelly Lynch is a bombshell as Doc, Swayze's love interest, a beautiful woman who are not just there to be pretty, but also believable as a woman that Swayze's lonerish self would fall for and consider settling down with. I also gotta mention Ben Gazzara as the over-the-top bad guy Brad Wesley. He is having so much fun with his evil rich villain, and it is a joy to watch him on screen. Oh, and also, wrestling fans should notice the legendary hardcore wrestler Terry Funk as one of Wesley's henchmen. Roadhouse wouldn't get a sequel before 2006 with the straight-to-DVD Roadhouse 2 Last Call. Out of curiosity, I checked that one out, and while it is far away from the quality of the original, it still had good enough ridiculous stuff that made it a fun but forgettable watch. There has also been talks of a Roadhouse remake over the last 10 years. First with Rob Cohen as our director after he had proven himself with Triple X and The Fast and the Furious, and then with Nick Cassavetes taking the helm with the then MMA fighter and now WWE wrestler Ronda Rousey as the main character. Even though nothing has come out of that yet, I'm sure it won't be the last time that we will hear about the studios trying to bring Roadhouse back into action.
Escort this gentleman to the door.
Roadhouse is a film that seems to consistently get more and more entertaining for me the more I revisit it. It's Patrick Swayze beating up over-the-top ridiculous bad guys, and if that sounds like a good time, then Roadhouse is the movie for you. I am giving this a recommendation, and I doubt it will be a long time before I find myself watching and enjoying it once more. Roadhouse is awesome and gets a lovely score of 4 out of 5. So what are your thoughts on Roadhouse, and have you seen the sequel? What other known 80s action films would you like to see me do a review of? If you want some more 80s action fun, then check out my review of the underappreciated LA Street Fighters, made by the same guy that blessed the world with Miami Connection. And if you enjoyed this video on Roadhouse, then subscribe, like and all of that good stuff. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the future, here on CinemaTerror.